Alright, continuing on from Halloween Lyrical, we got the new ride line with Fenelle. I believe they're bunny girls. But anyway, let's begin. Here's the starter, Hop and Step Fenelle, which we go to the grade 1 AK power and appeal. I only have Fenelle, which has the skill of when riding on top of the grade 0, look at top 7 cards of your deck for 2 trick-or-treat cards, reveal them and put it to your hand, of course shuffle your deck. The grade 2 with 10k power, Natural Smile Fenelle, does the exact same thing except that it's riding on top of the grade 1. Nothing special, just for setup. And then the grade 3 with 13k power, Triple X Trick Fenelle. It has a skill, Count Vanguard. During your turn, you can play 3 orders, but it has to be Trick or Treat or Regalia's piece. This will be explained with the second skill, where Auto Vanguard. When this card attacks, if you play 3 or more orders this turn, cost Counterblast 1, choose one of your rear guards, and this and that unit gets 1 critical until the end of turn. And then, for every Trick or Treat in your drop zone, all your front row units get plus 2k power until the end of turn. It's not too bad. Yes, playing 3 Trick or Treats in 1 turn can be a little bit of a hassle sometimes, but luckily, spoiler alert, you can run 16 of them because of its ability. And there are ways to consistently recycle them as well, so there are more ways to reactivate them. Overall, it's not too bad, but I say 3 is a bit of a hassle for just both abilities at once. But 2 attacks with power and crit, that's pretty devastating. And now to the order card itself, which is a grade 1 normal order, which is called Trick or Treat. You can play 16 of these in the deck, and you play it when your Vanguard is Fenelle. You perform one of these abilities depending on the number of times you play this card in a turn. Hence why there's 3 times, because there's 3 different times that you're going to be doing this. The first time, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards, they could put it to the bottom deck, but they do not draw a card. The second time, you draw a card, countercharge 1. The third time, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard. This is going to be very helpful considering that you need to run a lot of these in the deck, so the lack of units can be a problem. Luckily, this can kind of fix a part of it, and drawing countercharge is also very nice. Overall, not too bad, especially for the deck gimmick. Also, here's an alternate art, because for this one, they actually give an alternate art because Lyrical actually gets some special treatment. Although at least it's not as overhyped as the 5 grades. Next, Haunted Spot Elistana, which is a grade 2 with 10k power and the skill is Auto. When placed on rear guard during your main phase, if you play 3 or more orders this turn, cost Soul Blast 1. Choose a normal unit with a different name from this unit from the drop zone and call it to rear guard. Very helpful because yes, you're going to need to play a lot of trick or treats, so just ways to get more units out is just better. But the second skill is Auto Rear Guard. When this card attack hits a Vanguard, search your deck for 1 trick or treat, reveal it and add it to your hand. I don't know why attack hit. I don't like attack hit, but at least it's pressure, I guess. But the main part is superior calling, because yeah, you're playing a lot of trick or treat cards, so you need ways to get some rear guards. In which we go to Prank Explorer Crispina, which is a grade 1 with K power and the skill is Auto. When placed on rear guard, cost Counterblast 1. Search your deck or drop zone for up to 1 trick or treat card, reveal it and add it to your hand. If you search your deck, of course shuffle it. Very good, because this is consistency searcher, so this is an instant 4 over the deck. But anyway, second skill, Count Rear Guard. During your turn, if your drop zone has 3 or more trick or treats, this card gets plus 5k power. That's going to be easy condition. Also, first skill can be called from anywhere, so you can still add more stuff even called from drop zone. Overall, pretty good. Finally, One Night Witch Stragia, which is a grade 2 with 10k power and the skill is Auto. When placed on rear guard other than by card ability, if you play an order this turn, cost Soul Blast 1, look at top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, call it to rear guard if it's a unit card. If it's not, put it to your hand if it's a normal order. Not too bad for those order-based Lyrical decks. But anyway, second skill, Auto Rear Guard. When this card attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if this card was placed this turn, cost Counterblast 1, draw a card. This unit gets plus 10k power until the end of turn. This is basically a generic card for Lyrical order decks. Not a bad tech option to run, by the way. It's a plus engine basically, so run it in your own leisure if you have space for it. So that's it for the Fenelle ride line, or the Trick or Treat ride line. What do you guys think of it? Overall, pretty cool concept. The 16 orders thing again, was not expecting that, and in fact I was not expecting Trick or Treat to be an order card, but here we are. But overall I kind of like it. The bunny girl, the extra power and crit for 2 attacks, not too bad. Playing 3 orders in a turn, even though they all have to be Trick or Treat or Regalia's piece, and quite a good amount of consistency cards. But in that's all I have to say about it, and see y'all next time.